Hey there, this is Freddy with 5280scuba.com. If a fin made it into the top 5 in the history of fins, and it could pay for itself, would you be interested in that? We'll get to that in just a minute. I'm here today to review the Atomic Split Fin. I don't know, it was 20 years ago or so that the split designs came out. And people are divided on if it's effective, if it's a gimmick, if it works, if it doesn't work, how much does it really improve fins. So we decided we'd review that for you today. So we start with the cool factor. This fin has a good look to it. You're going to notice the black, the red, the contrast, but it comes in many different colors. There's pink, there's blue, yellow, purple, all kinds of colors to match your set. It's functional, not just good looking. So when you see the composite materials, I'll cover that in just a little bit. But looking on the shelf without trying it out yet, it's not a bad looking fin. Starting with the split. The key to the split really is its efficiency. They're about 65% more efficient than any other fin pretty much on the market. And the reason why is because you have 5 times the thrust surface. So for one kick cycle, you get a lot more thrust out of this fin than you do a regular fin. If you were to count kick cycles going across an Olympic-sized swimming pool, this fin would take you much less. Now, the efficiency of the fin also makes it very, very easy to kick. I will say, if you've never tried these, the first time you put them on your feet, they literally don't feel like they're working because you just kick so easy. Your foot just goes right through the water real easy. But, as I mentioned, if you count kick cycles, it's much more efficient than a regular fin. So what's that going to do for you? If it's more efficient, it uses less energy. Less energy translates to a fin that actually can pay for itself. What do I mean by that? This fin, if you were a diver that got, let's say, 50 minutes out of your tank, just by switching to a more efficient fin, you got an extra 10 minutes on that tank, up to 60 minutes. Well, you pay money to go diving. If you took your whole vacation, divided it over how many dives you got, 50 minutes, you added 10 more minutes every dive. This is giving you more value just because it's so much more efficient. It's easier to kick. You actually get more air time out of your tank. Okay? Now, the efficiency also serves as saving energy, and for people that are prone maybe to cramping up, if you look at our video on how to pick the right fin, how it should fit, I'm going to assume a properly fitting fin. This fin will give you less cramping than a regular fin, simply because it's much easier to kick through the water. Okay? So it minimizes cramps. It's a very efficient fin. That's part of the function of the pieces. It'll save you money a little bit because all the durability sides. I had a pair of these that I used for about 15 years. And I never even broke a strap and never even came close to cracking this. They're better today than they were before because with the materials that they use, part of the function is they're much lighter. I know they look heavy, but they're not that heavy. They're like almost any other fin. And they used to be, but the new modern designs, they fit in your suitcase no problem, and they're substantially lighter than they used to be. Very, very good fin. Next, let's talk a little bit about quality. As I mentioned in the function category, I had a pair of these for about 15 years. No challenges with them whatsoever. The improvements that they've made with the lighter and a little bit shorter than they used to be made them substantially better for airline travel and things like that. So the quality, the materials that they use, never had a challenge with them at all. There should be a 25-year plus fin for you if you take good care of it, wash it off, rinse it, that sort of a thing. Might have to go through a buckle. I did have mine in the sun, threw a dive bag on it after it was hot, and when it cooled down, it was crushed. And then once I heated it back up, I put the pocket stretcher in there, whatever it's called, and it brought it back perfect. So quality is excellent. Which brings me to the durability factor. They put a very substantial buckle on it. I've never seen one break, never had any challenges. In my 15 years of owning this fin, the strap never even broke. It's a quality, it's a little thicker than normally. And so with the tabs on it to pull it off and pull it on, you don't have to undo the buckle every single time. I never replaced the strap. It also does come with a stainless steel spring strap as an option, if you like. And that's a nice addition. Makes it a little more easy to go on and off. Never have to change it. Okay. I haven't seen any challenges with them. Historically, this fin has been rated by all the magazines and all that. And if there were a Hall of Fame for fins, this one has been rated the 5th best fin in history. And a lot of the other ones aren't even made anymore. So it's an excellent fin. So the value of this fin. This is our lower rating for this product. Everything else is very high, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But the value of the fin. If you're a snorkeler and you use this fin, it's really not going to pay for itself because you don't get more air per tank. If you're a scuba diver and it adds value to your trip by giving you longer dives, then you're going to have to factor that into the value. But to purchase this fin, it is fairly expensive on the marketplace. So sometimes when we show people a fin, if they're not diving all the time or they're just going to do one trip or something like that, they don't want to jump up to the cost for this particular fin. Now I'm going to say it's worth it. Durability sake alone, quality of materials, ease, comfort, all of that. It's worth it. However, it is an investment into your diving career. Okay? So you know we rate all these different categories, and that tells us really how the fin comes out. And the cool factor, because it does have a unique piece to it, it is above average, but everybody has their own parts to the fins that they think are best anyway. So we gave this a 7. Okay, it's decent. For the functionality of this fin, we don't give this rating out very often. We gave it a 10. It does what I'm saying it does. It does what they promote that it does. It's been tested over time, and consistently, all the rating services and dive magazines and all that, they rate it super high. Number 5 in the all-time history fin. So we gave that, the function, we gave it a 10. The key features, we give it a 9. You have a distinct feature here, which is the split that most fins don't have, but they've actually gone above and beyond in some of the other areas. They could have gone thinner here, but they went thicker, and that's actually adds to the durability and the quality of the product. The durability, in that we've never had one come back to us. I used them personally for 15 years, and then I gave them away to a dive master in Palau. His fins were being held together with duct tape. So when I left, I gave him my 15-year-old fins, and they were a little scratched up, but they were wonderful, still work perfectly. We gave the durability a 9. Okay? The value of all the scores, this is the lowest one, simply because it's one of the more expensive fins on the market. So the value of this product being on the upper end of the price range, we gave it a 5. The overall rating, taking all those into account, is a BA rating of an 8.2. If you would like to leave any comments for us down below about this particular fin, your experience with the fin, we'd love to hear them. If perhaps there's another product or another fin you'd like us to rate, just leave your comments below. Thanks so much.